toDIYfor, and today I'm going to show you how I made those two scarves with just 1 meter of fabric, and this is definitely a beginner's sewing lesson on how to create two different styles of scarves. So let's just get right into it. So grab a meter of fabric of something that you love, and then also you will need some scissors, a rotary cutter, cutting board, some no-sew glue, sewing machine, and optional is some excess fabric which I had kicking around with some faux leather. So I cut this piece of material in half. Now both pieces are actually still a meter long. I'm cutting along the natural fold that's left in the fabric when you get it from the fabric store. So for my first piece, I really liked that frayed edge that comes with the fabric. It's just the natural raw edge, and I decided to replicate that on the opposite side by pulling out a bunch of those threads to create the fringe on the opposite side. So once you get it as long as you like, then you can put it through the sewing machine with just a simple straight stitch. This just prevents it from fringe and fraying any more than you want. So I'm folding this piece of fabric in half, again, 2 fringed edges on both sides, and opposite to the fold I'm throwing in a couple of pins. All you simply have to do is run this through the sewing machine, again with a simple straight stitch along that line that we just pinned, and it essentially just creates this kind of tube scarf is what I'm calling it. So once you're done, you can trim off any excess and then flip it inside out and your scarf is done. So for our second scarf, again, I did the fringed edges, but this time I did it on all 4 sides instead of just 2. Taking that through the sewing machine again. Ideally, you want to get a little bit closer to the fringe than I did, but once I was done with the scarf there, you can finish it up and that can be a very simple scarf, or you can add a little embellishment. So I had this faux leather at home. I'm cutting out a small triangle to go into one corner of my scarf. I did this with some no-sew glue. Make sure you get it into all of those corners really well and lay it into place and press it down firmly, and then just let it rest overnight to dry. So super simple beginner's sewing project. They're very easy to make and don't take any time at all. I love both of these styles, and they are very, very similar, yes. So if you're wondering why would you want 2 scarves in the same pattern that are very similar in style, well, I ended up giving away one of them as a gift to a friend, kept the other one for myself. Win-win situation. If you enjoyed this DIY, don't forget to give me a like and subscribe, because next Wednesday I'll be back with a new one. Cheers! Lesson.